Hello and welcome to Stockton Junction again. This is just a very quick update video, just a few little bits to go through. I've been working on these poster boards, which I've got along the back there. They've not been put in position yet, they've just been placed. They come with posters which are pretty modern, apart from that one, which is an older poster from the 90s anyway. So I've designed my own posters that represent things that you would have seen back then. So they need to go in place. Once they're in place, I can start working on the wiring as well that goes along the back there, and then basically I can ballast that section and then start working on the platform buildings in front. I'm just awaiting at the moment from a company called Scenics. They're making me some valances for my canopies and for my station building that I'm building. They're pretty good. Got a couple of their products which I'll be showing in the near future that I'll be using as well. They are called Scenics, and they do a lot of stuff in Engage, but they also do a few bits in 00. So check out their website, it's pretty good. And previously spoke about, sorry, just going to move around. I have the parcels trains. They're both now chipped. They're both now linked together. They both are running as one. So that's something that I'd planned to get done. That's been done. I've got a few new additions to the layout. First being this class 50 015 Valiant. This is the DCC sound version, an amazing model. I've also got Valiant in BR Blue there, and but that's had some damage to the louvers there, which was my own fault. So I can't complain about that, but I may keep it in that livery, or I may renumber it because I've got the Valiant in this livery. I've also got Ajax, and I also got hold of this one, which is being numbered as Thunderer. It's not been greatly numbered. You can't see it on the video, but where the lettering is, it's a bit funny underneath behind it, but the other side hasn't been done properly at all. But I think it looks okay from this side, so I may just keep it as is like that. I've also got 50018 there, which is Resolution. So I've got quite a fleet of class 50s now. I think that's 7 of them now. The class 50s are my all-time favourites. So there'll be quite a few which will be running things around the layout at a later date and stabled up in the yard. The Valiant will be running the train with the sea cows, ballast wagons, etc. So that'll be quite good when that's all set up. I've also got hold of this class 56 in rail freight, which I like. It did have some problems when I first got it. I had to literally, it would not run. So I had to spend a few hours stripping the gearbox and worm drives, etc. and literally cleaning them, basically giving it a full-on service. It took a few hours, but it's now really good. It runs beautifully. It's actually a brand new model. It's just been sat for so long that it had seized up completely. And that's my first proper decent freight loco, so I have to get some stuff to run with that. I'm thinking about some rail freight wagons, maybe. That would be quite good. The other thing that I have done now is I've finally got the class 33 now that I put the chip in it, and I re-chipped the Bachmann 411. I've now got those running in a consist, so they run together. So that will be okay for the 4-car to go up the inclines now. So that's something I've been wanting to get done. And I've been working, as I showed you earlier, with the trees. I'm just going to get up onto the side here. This is now with all those trees in place and all towards the back, and then obviously some of mine at the front. I think this wooded area is coming on quite nicely. Looks really good. That's my little car park. I'm going to put a little sign over there with where the walkway would go in. So it's meant to be a walkway there to go for people to go for walks with the dogs, etc. I'll put a little sign there, maybe a map of the woods, and don't leave your valuables in your vehicle, sort of thing. That'll be quite good. I've got a little signboard which I got from Scale Model Scenery, and it needs using somewhere. I started putting all this fencing in before, and I was using this plastic, I think it's ratio stuff. Decided I didn't quite like it in that area, so I've redone this with Scale Model Scenery fencing. It goes all the way around the back there, and I've got some along the front. I've got a tiny little bit left which I'm going to use to just finish this end off. That end piece isn't actually stuck in yet. Obviously the horse field there, got a few horses ready, and I've got a Scale Model Scenery stables that I'm halfway through building at the moment, which is going to go where those two horses are led down. They're actually going to go in the stable area. And I found this old fence gate bit, plastic one, which I need to paint up. That's going to be done at some point later. I've started the river scene. I need to hoover it out because some bits and pieces there. I need to put the water in properly, but obviously where this comes to here, I've had issues with it coming out, and because I'm not ready for the lower area, so I'm going to put some more stones in here to create almost like a dam where the waterfall would be going, so that I can actually fill that area up with the water, because I can't build this front section here until I've finished the back area here. So it's a bit complicated on how I'm going to get round all this. And this is my farm area as I'm setting it up. So I have a little barn, little outhouse building there that's going to go in this corner. Pigsty stable thing, and I've got quite a few farm vehicles and stuff to go in this area, but at the moment I'm in the middle of repainting a lot of them, so they're not here yet. And also I've got this walling. When I bought it, it is good walling. I got it off eBay. Comes like this. The problem is when you join it, not all of the pieces line up. As you can see, there's different sides. Some do, some don't. But when you do put it in, you can see that big join there. It doesn't look ideal. So this whole section, you could see joins. So I decided to fill, as I put each piece down, with plaster. The problem I had was obviously white plaster in between the joints. So I did try and match the colour of this walling to the the colour that has been used to weather it, to the cracks of the plaster in the cracks, but it didn't work very well. If I show you along here, that is what it was looking like. So I gave up on trying to match it. I've just given this a coat, and it's the same dark enamel wash that I used earlier. It doesn't look brilliant, but it doesn't look too bad. I think once it's got a bit of grass and vegetation around it, it will look okay once the rest of the scene's complete. Still got to finish off this barn building that's been put back a little bit at the moment. I've done some of the walls for the outside, but I wanted to do a video on how I weathered them, so I shall be leaving it until I can get that video done, because I think when people see that what I've actually done to it, they're going to want to know how to do it. It's pretty good. Some nice rusty effect, corrugated sheeting. And then there's the tractor barn in play, in where it's going to be going. Looks quite good now that it's been weathered, not too bright. Got a tractor there. I've got a few more upstairs, and I've this area at the back here is going to be a field. Obviously some trees at the back there just to cover that back area. And then once all this top area is done, I can start work on the next section down. But I'm also going to start work on this section here next as well, because I nearly finished the bit in front of it. So because I finished this section at the back here, I can actually work down here on this side. I just can't work in the middle here, because obviously I can't get to reach this back area otherwise. But as you can see, quite a bit of work's been going on, little bits and pieces. I've been doing other jobs as well that are in the background, like making the water mill. That's pretty time consuming, and painting other little bits and pieces up, and so forth. And I know that I've put all these trees at the front, which are my seafoam trees, so I think all in all that blends in quite well. I've got a box of new seafoam on order, which should be delivered during next week. So what I intend to do is do a proper video on how I make these seafoam trees, including the beech trees, birch trees, silver birches, sorry, and some of these other ones, like these. I'll do some videos on that. I'm sure some people would like to see those. But progress is moving forwards. It's starting to come together now. But it's just time consuming, as everyone knows. Anyway, thank you for watching. I think that's about it for today. And I hope you enjoyed my videos. Thank you. Bye.